Okay guys, we are over here on Moneymaker Circle. Got a Jeep, got some dollies on it. I'm gonna hope that I can make these crazy corners down here. Twisty, windy, one-lane road. We're gonna see if we can get this Jeep to the repair shop. But we've got it up on dollies. My wonderful wife is strapping this wheel over here, and see if we can get some tools put away. Get this thing on down the mountain. As you guys can see, we now have a double lane back, so that's promising. We made it down to the main road here. 321 bound we go to the repair shop.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Turn right in a quarter mile. Guys, here we are. Maybe that's a little better. Alpine Mountain Village. We're headed up the hill here. It's got a guy that's not on his driveway. We don't make it over this way very often. We're here in pretty much downtown Pigeon Forge, right across from Sunliner Diner. Head up the mountain over here, and there's a little rental community. We've been over here a few times for people that miss driveway, and they were on that side of that slope, I guess it was. Had a couple of calls over in this area, but not very often. We don't get over here very often. Not sure what we'll get into here.
Okay, pause right here because this battery is dead. There. Now we're cooking with gas.
YouTube's back with us. Sorry, YouTube. That was a battery change in the process. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but we switched to the GoPro 11. We upgraded to the newest model, and this thing eats batteries. Man, it loves batteries. So, I apologize in advance. We try to keep fresh batteries.
Turn right to stay on Alpine Mountain Way, then turn right onto Oak Tree Way.
Is this the same one?
It probably is. I walk around with no less than 3 batteries at any given time in my pockets, so if you guys see me out and about, I bet it's the same exact place that we got the other 2 from. So guys, just when I was on my way in, I was just telling you guys, we've been over here 2 other times, and this is why we were here. And I bet you it's the exact same situation.
Oh, guaranteed. Yep.
You guys remember these videos. It's always about to go into the living room of this house. It's funny how things are frequent.
We should ask them to hang our card on the refrigerator in there.
We should, yeah.
The usual.
It's the usual, guys. The usual. I'll hold you guys close to me this time. How's that? Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
If it makes you feel any better, you're the 3rd person I pulled out of the exact same spot.
Really? Makes me feel a little bit better.
Is the grill still down there?
Oh, it's over here on this side.
Did they move it? All right.
He just missed it.
Just missed
He's
it.
down further.
Oh yeah, I didn't hit the grill, thankfully. Yeah, I probably made it worse. I was stuck initially and then tried to get out of the
Tried to get it out of there, and
so
it's okay. Yeah, give me just a minute.
Everything underneath the car is okay.
Yeah, normally it is. Normally it just scrapes the control arms and makes a horrible noise, but it's really not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you want both.
Yeah, let's do both.
We're gonna get the car out.
Okay, it's a tight fit on that one.
Right there.
Oh, there's another
This is the rear, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the front.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Getting you a tow truck. Hey, thank you.
Tow trucks.
I didn't boom all the way out. Is that gonna be a problem?
No, I'll probably try to keep it.
We meet down there.
I shouldn't. Okay guys, got some stuff put away, got that little Mazda back up on the driveway. Like I said, that's crazy. You know, that's like the third or fourth time we've been to that same one. So I won't bore you guys with many of the details. If you guys have watched our channel long enough, you've seen quite a few of those recoveries. If you haven't, come back and check out some of those older videos. You'll see quite a few people in that same little predicament back there.
The first one we got with the rollback.
Yeah, the first one we did. We brought the rollback because we wasn't, I think we were just out in it.
We were out in it, yeah.
And they needed a crunch time on that one. So, but that one's kind of cool, guys, because it's so far down there. Once you run the cables down to pull it back up on the driveway, like you get lift whether you want lift or not, which is kind of cool. By the time you get down there, you get plenty of lift to get it back over, because they've got some little bumped up spots to divert the water away from that cabin. So it's just a little bit, you got to have a little bit of lift to get it slid back up onto the driveway. And yeah, that one's a cool one. But he had a little fellow with him. We got some tow trucks to him, and got some big smiles. He liked the tow truck. He did a walk around checking out the lights and cables and hooks and all of those cool things. So hopefully I think he said they were heading out tomorrow. They've had a good time here with Dollywood and all the attractions and fun things to do, and it's a cool place to be. Cool place to be whether you're a kid or a grown-up.
It is.
Doesn't really matter. We're heading back down. It has been a tremendously long day. We have went non-stop all day. New Year's Day, I guess everybody else decided that they didn't want to work today.
Except for Bakers.
Except for Bakers. We love you, Bakers.
Yes.
He came and picked one up from the lot at
8:30.
8:30 this morning. Brian, 8:30 this morning. After yeah. Anyway, yeah, we love him. And big shout out to Shorty. We appreciate you. He called me and gave me some advice today on the towaways that we had. Always good to hear from Shorty. We appreciate it. And it's just a group of good people, man. We're just so lucky to be in and around and have so many friends that are not. I talked to
Yuri.
Mm-hmm. So Yuri came from. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Washington State. I've got his business name here too.
So Yuri from Washington State, we were eating some lunch in Gatlinburg, and he said, "You're the reason that I am here. I came all the way over here to see you." We'll get in true fashion. I always post all of my meetings, so you guys go to my Instagram or my Facebook page and check out Yuri's picture and meeting there. He had what was the company name again?
His company is, I'm gonna butcher this. I'm gonna say it wrong. Chaban, Cheban. Towing.
No, I think that was right. Chaban Towing
from Washington State.
But Yuri kind of put some things into perspective again that we already know for that. He said his local company, nobody gets along. So all the towing companies hate each other. They're always fighting. They for payouts where other companies come to other tow companies' lots to pick up things. They're always really angry and they'll park things where it's hard to get loaded, and they'll do it intentionally, and nobody will work together. And I felt so bad talking to him about that, because we get that. And Cap, if you watch the channel, I've never meant to make anybody angry at me, and we tried our best to work together. And sometimes calls come in and they're double calls, and the customer doesn't cancel one. They want to see what tow company gets there first, and then before you know it, tow companies. But I don't get that with especially with Shorty. We love you, Shorty, and Brian. We love you, Brian, over at Baker's. You guys are not that way, and there's so much, and we appreciate all the help and everybody working together. Like I said, it's like our YouTube family. It's a big family, and it's great to be able to work together and call people if you need help, or the same thing with that. And like I said, we're just super lucky. We're just really lucky.
Yeah.
Jerry and Kelly, none of it happens without those two folks. And I told Jerry and Kelly they got the property that our lot is at in Gatlinburg, and they're very gracious to let us come in and be able to do our business there. And just awesome folks. And I told Jerry the other day, I wish I'd have met him 10 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago. Great people. So we love you, Jerry, Kelly. I'm blocking the middle of the road here as I'm doing my.
You're good at that.
Yeah. Somebody's going to yell at me. They're usually yelling at you for blocking the road.
Right.
I don't even have any cables out. Anyway, guys, I'm going to quit blabbing, but we love each and every one of you, and you guys are amazing. We're going to keep doing what we're doing if you keep watching what we're doing. So keep the notification bell rung, like button smashed, and very important, subscribe. I'm looking forward to 23, and I want to grow and get that play button. Got to get that play button. Merch store is full. Make sure you get yourself a t-shirt, a hat, a sticker, any of those things. We've got some sweatshirts still that are very soft, keep you very warm. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else.
Can't think of anything.
If I do, then I'll turn the camera back on and I'll tell you about it. Anyway, stick around, stay tuned, got more coming your way. This truck has been a pain in the butt since it came to the lot. I'm trying to organize some stuff to get co-parts coming in and picking up some of this, going to the scrap yards, because most of the crash up, bang up stuff from the winter storm is mostly all totaled. And that just makes it so hard to move around. So I'm going to see if I can make it a little easier to move around. least I'll make it easier for the next tow company that has to load it up. Needs to go back to Virginia, they say. Maybe. It's just gonna climb my truck. There we go. I thought it would. It come out a little bit. Still pretty tore up though. I was hoping to get it to slide back down the frame rail there to straighten that rear end up a little more. But it does not want to slide. Okay, it's been a little bit of a bear. I was hoping it would slide down this rail right here. I chopped this U-bolt. Let's see if we could get that rear end to slide forward a little bit. It moved a little bit, but not a bunch. Well, that's a lot better. It's not perfect, but it's a lot better. At least it's off of the wheel well back there, and it'd be easier to get up onto the tow truck. It's supposed to be right here, so it's back about 12 inches or so, but that's a whole lot better than what it was. So hopefully we can get him to load it up. Like I said, they're going to try to put it on a flatbed and get it back to Virginia. The mess that I had loading it up that night, hopefully we can alleviate a little bit of that.
Nissan. It's super low up front here, so hopefully Jeff can get low enough to get underneath it. Yeah, and this car's super low. I don't have my gloves on. Does not look like the parking brake is set. Chevy Express. Big van. And gravel lot. Friday night here in Gatlinburg. About 11:30, 11:45. Dang, buddy. Let's see the image here. That is not like a throughway there. I made it a throughway there. This is a big one.
Probably down there playing in the bar band. Are all their instruments in here?
I don't know. I can't see. I'm too short. Lots of beverages. Backpacks, hoodies. That's about all that's left over here tonight, isn't it? Gatlinburg. The bars.
Just bars. See if we can find some drunk people.
Restaurants. Yeah, we about ran over one on the way up through here.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Tripped over trash bags and about stumbled into the road.
That's kind of bad.
It was kind of bad. Is this... You want to check the axles and see if it's all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive? Rear wheel. But, yeah.
I don't know if they made one of these. I know they made the Astro vans and the Astro vans in all-wheel, but I don't think they made these in all-wheel.
So this is just rear-wheel drive?
Yep.
Okay. Did you see that guy take off from over there? He just drove, he was parked over there beside that Jeep on the left side of the Jeep, and he just ball-hawed through the grass and went up through there to the road.
Really?
Then his car was making a funny sound as he was driving off. Oh, she's running after you. This is my church's van. What do I do?
It has to be the registered owner.
I mean, it's a church. There's no registered owner here in Gatlinburg. There was absolutely nowhere to park. I don't even know, like, where were we supposed to park?
Where are you staying?
Right there. There's nowhere.
You'd have to take that up with them if they don't have
I understand. Is there any way you can just let it go? Is there any way you can not just take it loose?
As long as I have to have registered owner. I can't just release it to just anybody.
It's a church. Right. How can you look it up? What does it show up under when you look it up?
What's on the registration?
It'll say Community Christian Church.
Well, the owner of the church will have to call me for the release.
It's a church. How's there an owner? I mean, I'm a member of the church.
Okay.
Does that count?
No, ma'am. It has to be somebody in charge of the church.
Like all our kids' stuff is in there.
Well, it'll still be in there. It's just going to our impound lot, and then as soon as they call us for the release, then we can release it to them. But it has to be the owner. It has to be manager or somebody from that. I mean, I just can't just release it to just a member of a church. So it has to be somebody in charge of the church.
Are you calling your dad? I don't know who the owner would be considered to be and how they'd be able to get down here. You know, I've got 15 kids worth of stuff
they'll
on that van.
Yeah. Who's the pastor? Is the pastor here with you?
Our youth minister and our music minister, which I think our music minister, I don't see his car. It's been towed, I'm guessing, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which I guess either he or his family member would be the owner of it.
Yeah, those are a little bit easier. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of signs, guys, and they just call us for removal. That hotel should direct you where to park.
I understand.
If there's no...
We got here late, and we were rushing to get to the convention, and so we've not even checked in at the hotel yet.
Gotcha. There has to be somebody in charge of that church.
Right. Well, I mean, our youth minister is in charge. You know, he is a minister, an employee of the church. Okay. He was in charge of bringing the church van here. I know he's the one with the key.
Okay.
If he has something that shows like his affiliation with the church, and then we can match the affiliation with the church on the registration. If I look something up online, if he's listed, or will that work? Or because I mean, I'm like if his ID matches something that can affiliate to the church.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find something with them on it. Do you have any? Is there any way you can prove that you know? Because he said they can only release it to the minister.
Yes.
Or I mean to the owner of the church. And I was like, it's a church. We don't have an owner. You know, I don't know how it works. You have something that says, you know.
What would prove that it's mine?
It's something showing that you're
on staff.
affiliated with the church.
Nope.
I mean, is there
I
a?
got you on the church website.
Okay.
I don't know how else to do this. I'm open to suggestions.
He's going to have to show his ID, and it's going to have to
I
match
need to
some
get
sort of church
this far
affiliation
back,
that
too.
matches the name on the registration.
But the name on the registration is just
It's going
showing
to be a
the church.
and if he can match his name matches something on the church.
This is me right here on the church website. Youth pastor.
Youth pastor. Does it show? Okay, so where's the name of the church?
Up top here, Community Christian Church.
Okay, now we need to see.
Okay, yeah, just the registration. Now, if it shows
Yeah,
community,
and I need to get my old buddy's car back. He's a worship minister.
what was that one?
Hey, what's your car, Charlie?
The red Nissan Versa Note crossover.
Yes, yeah, they called us for that one earlier too.
Yeah.
I'll pay for that too. That's the thing. We were parked over there. Well, we
tried to park over there and there were no spaces, literally none.
Okay, so that's the thing. If there's no spaces over there, then you need to go back into that hotel and you need to tell them, hey, there's no spaces, and then they will direct you where to park.
Okay.
Any of the other spots in Gatlinburg, I promise you, they'll tell you. So if
Okay.
you just willy-nilly pull into one of these parking lots, they will have you towed, because these are, I mean, there's tons of signage up front when you enter the parking lot, and signage over here that this is employee private parking.
Yes, sir.
Any of the other parking lots, they'll have gates. You can pay them $20 and they'll allow you to park. But
Alright.
other than that, so for this one, I can do the $150 for the drop fee for this one.
Yep.
As long as it matches on the registration and
Yep.
all that good stuff. Here's the other thing, guys. I don't have any way of running a card. It has to be cash. So if you can find an ATM or a debit, I don't have any way of running cards.
I've got 100 cash on me.
I'm sure all of us have cash on us.
How much?
Okay, registration.
He's going to go for the registration here. It's if you've got keys, if you can show me that.
What will we have to do to get the other car?
The other car, it's the same situation. As long as ID matches the registration, I can release it to the registered owner.
Oh, the registered owner of mine is in Virginia. It's my mother.
It's your mother?
Yes,
Okay.
she's 5.5 hours away.
Okay, if she can text you a copy of her ID and say that she gives me permission to release the vehicle back to you.
Okay.
The cost for yours is because it's all the way back in impound. It went to the lot already.
Okay.
Do you have to have cash for that as well?
I do. I don't have. Normally we're Monday through Friday 8 to 5 on pickups. That's the reason,
Well,
you know.
I have like anxiety meds that I have to take in my car.
I got you. We'll make sure you got your meds.
I might have some anxiety medicine for you.
Do you need me to get some of mine out?
I've got some care. I have a lot of care. I've got some.
What you got here? Chevy Community Christian Church. Okay. Yep.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. Let me see if we can get this down, because I'm guessing you're going to need this to go get the other one. Well, I'm certainly glad I caught somebody before we took off with this one too, because that would not be fun. Here's going to be the receipt for this one right here.
Okay.
For the first one here. Okay. Is this something you're going to follow me over for the second one?
I can, yeah.
Okay. I think he's trying to get ID.
He's getting his mom.
Okay. Okay.
Picture of your ID and
Yes, take your
a
bags
message
out.
saying you give permission for the vehicle to be released to me. Oh, and it's gonna be under Granny, isn't it? Okay. Well, it's not gonna match. It's not gonna match what I have in my car.
I bet it's going to be under his grandma. I think his grandma passed away recently.
My grandma died.
Is there
Goodness, guys.
any way?
The last names are going to be the same, though, correct?
No.
No. You're making this really hard.
Is the mom and grandma last name's gonna be the same?
Huh?
Mom and grandma last name's gonna be the same?
My mom's.
They just make me give the vehicle back to the right.
You got to do your job.
Yeah, we get in big trouble if I give it back to somebody that says that not theirs.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, this is all my fault. I rushed in here because we were running late, and you know they didn't have spots, and I just assumed this was. I couldn't see the signs, and that's just on me. So you guys did your job, so I appreciate that.
Well, no, I'm sorry for the crazy situation, but yeah, like I said, I'm glad I caught somebody before early morning, because it looks like you've got a lot of people that would be missing a whole lot of stuff. So
yeah, it would not be a good. Yeah, sorry.
This is the one that worries me, though. I physically have to have a release from whoever owns the vehicle, and this is probably not going to be a very good situation for him if he can't tell me that who owns the vehicle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what is there some other way that we could do to get that? Because his grandma died. Can't prove that he can't.
Well, how does he register it?
So he's from Virginia. He moved here 6 months ago.
Okay.
And so he has registration, but I know it's through his. I guess it's under. I bet he bought it off his grandma or someone like that. Okay. And it's just under. That's kind of my guess.
If power of attorney.
Then does he have a title?
I don't know.
With a signed title with her name?
I don't know if he bought it from her.
Okay.
But
yeah, if there's a title with a signature, that would work.
His name on there or something.
I don't know how else to. I hate to be that guy.
How's he going to register it if it's
it's going to take another 6 to 8 weeks to get the registration of my mom's name.
Oh yeah.
We've been trying since August, and it's just been a massive headache after another.
You have a receipt for the DMV that says that you've done that?
Okay.
Usually somebody will have a picture of a title.
Yeah, she's gonna send me the picture of the insurance card because it got switched over to her name right away.
Okay.
Will that work?
As long as the insurance card's got the VIN number and that'll work. That'll work. Yeah, Lordy, he'll have to get that thing registered. That could be a big.
They're trying to get it switched over. Apparently, Virginia's tough to do that in. So
yeah, a big mess on something like that. If it wasn't written in a will or a power of attorney or something like that.
Okay. So as of December 23rd, the lien is in her name.
Okay. Awesome.
And then could you just send a text saying has permission to get this vehicle or something like that?
Whew. I was starting to get worried.
I got both of those.
I was going to say he has to go back tomorrow to lead worship for our church on Sunday.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah. It's that's not a good situation.
Yeah. I'm sure this is a fun job,
Yeah, we get some crazy situations. I mean, that got mom and dad's car and come on vacation, do crazy things or crash it, or we're always dealing with something that's something's a
I'm
little
sure
crazy.
People aren't always so happy with.
No, usually. Thank you for being nice.
You're welcome.
First and foremost, because most of the time we're getting yelled and screamed at, and
I mean, you're doing your job.
It's tough here. It really is. I understand, Gatlinburg. You're looking for an easy place, but there's really not any free and easy places to park. Now, you guys rented that place, so they should provide you a place to park. The only problem with this hotel, I even
called them today, said I need 4, and they said okay.
And they said they'd help.
But
well, here's the thing. Their overflow lot is about 1.5 blocks that way, which is not good for you to park there and then have to take all of your luggage all the way over here to there.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem lies. When that lot gets full, people don't want to park over there, and it makes it bad.
Yeah, I just saw a bunch of cars over here. I was like, I assumed this was overflow lot. That's just me not reading the signs. So
we get that with, and then all down the side over here, the numbered. If you see a numbered spot
in their parking lot,
all of that road there goes to another church, and that is all church permit parking.
I see.
So if you park in one of those, then they will call for removal too.
You're gonna come back.
So don't park in a numbered spot. It physically has to be either in their lot or the overflow lot.
Your phone is so freaking massive, dude.
I know.
All right, so
What you got? Gotcha. Okay. If you guys want to follow me back over to the impound, and then we can get it.
Okay.
From,
How far is that from here?
We're like 10 minutes down the road.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes over.
Awesome.
thank you.
Hey, thank you guys. If he's got keys, I'll bring it out here to you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They won't let
And
me.
It's a manual lock.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out and take pictures of my plates because they need them for the hotel.
Okay.
So I just wanted to let you know if I was getting out, that's why I'm getting out.
Oh no, yeah. They just won't let
Oh,
anybody else drive on
That's okay.
property. They make me go. All right, guys. They say this was a bad deal. This was just a bad deal. They say they didn't know and didn't see the signs, but yet, if you noticed in the video, the one lady comes running. So she saw us coming down the parkway. She come running. So if you don't think you're doing anything wrong and you're parked in the right place, why would you come in a dead sprint across the parking lot and down the road? And
Yeah, I know it's a little cramped in there when it's set up for me.
oh no, it's fine. Hey, it's a little gas saver. So
Yeah.
that's the best part of that.
All right,
Yeah.
did you match the registration, all that stuff?
Yeah, I got all of that stuff. It's just the payment.
What's the last name? Thanks.
Okay, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just get with that church, man. I'd hate to see anybody else call on you guys.
They'll just ask for our plate numbers. So
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping maybe they'll even reverse us for some
Hey,
reason.
there you go. Well, you got your receipts. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It is 12:15, guys. It is. So it's 12:15, guys. Got them their car back. So that one was a little tough. That one was really tough. Like I said, the gal came running, so she obviously knew that they were parked in a bad spot. If she come running and tried to be the catcher of the situation, but luckily she did catch us. So the van is a church van, and I understand that, business vehicles registered to businesses, but it's usually business owners that pick up things, or it'll physically say something about. That one was tough. That was a church. We were able to match him to the church from their website, got his picture, his name, and everything affiliated with that church. So we felt comfortable with doing that, obviously. And there's a lot of kids there that needed luggage and clothes and medicine and things like that. So that was the best course of action there. But the little car, it's kind of a twofer on that one. The little car, his grandmother had passed away 2 years ago, and he was driving that vehicle that was registered to her, that no one in the family ever registered to anybody else. Mom's last name was different than Grandma, and his last name was different from both of them. I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys are you're really in a hurt here. You're killing me. I'm not trying to be that guy at 12 o'clock in the morning here and refusing to give a vehicle back to, because he said his medicine was in the car too. He needed his anxiety meds, and I'm sure the situation wasn't helping his anxiety. But at the end of the day, they were able to get an insurance card and proof from the registration and the title and
Lien holder
and all that stuff. So we got a whole mess of information there and satisfied that one. But come on, guys, if you're going to travel, keep that in mind. I know it's something that you really don't think is ever going to happen to you. You're gonna park where you're supposed to all the time, or you're never going to be in an accident, or you're never going to get pulled over.
Because that's the other thing too. If you're in an accident and you want items out of that vehicle, the vehicle has to stay wherever you are, and you're leaving. They can't release that information. They can't release the items out of the car to you without proving who owns it.
Yeah.
Because essentially the owner of the car owns all the items in the car. And I mean,
it's tough. I mean, if you guys watched our channel, you know that we try to make sure all of this I's are crossed, T's are dotted. We try. And you just have to understand that you've got to register your vehicles. If it's a kid taking mom or dad's car, or if you're taking your Uncle Robert's Corvette down the road, just know that this is a possibility, and make sure that you can prove that you're supposed to have that supposed to have that vehicle. So this one was tough, like I said. You know, that's a long time. That's a long time to just continue.
He said they've been fighting it since August. So I guess she tried to register it in her name in August.
So if your state's fighting you not wanting to do things like that, then I don't know. I mean, power of attorney,
a will,
deeding it. You just because grandma didn't deed it to you or will it to you, or doesn't mean you can just drive it. You know, you gotta get things taken care of. So that was a tough situation on us late at night. Was not what I was looking for, but at the end of the day, it was a happy ending. Hopefully those church folks can find a place to park, and hopefully now they'll look at those signs or give them a closer look, and all ends well this evening. So anyway, guys, we're enough blabbing. I'm gonna head back and on to the next call. Stick around, stay tuned.